been a popular mascot for any team in sports. Perhaps it's our fascination with flight, the elegance and majesty with which they seemingly without effort glide through the air. Well, there'll be plenty of effort in this one because when two birds get together and start clawing at each other, feathers are bound to fly. Welcome to Houston, Texas, and Rice Stadium, home to the Owls. As we'll see a squad from Conference USA, the UTSA Roadrunners, squaring off with another team from Conference USA, the Rice Owls. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. The Roadrunners will put toe together and we'll get started. He wisely lets that one bounce through the back of the end zone, and they'll take over at the 25. It in. It's Turner. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
I like the idea on offense. You want to get this guy the football in as many ways as possible. So you throw him the screen quickly to see if he can make somebody miss. It doesn't work there, but that should not be the last time you run that play.
Running into the open space. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's first down.
This running back is so dynamic, and you've got to be able to take advantage of his speed by getting him to the outside. So that's why you dial up the toss play there. It's a nice way to change it up and get this guy in space to go make plays.
Right back to the well. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
They're trying to run the football. There's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. The play action fake. Rushes on him. The sure hands. It's Jackson. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down.
Yeah, and you gotta love those matchups. When you get a running back matched up on somebody else, it's never gonna be a cornerback. That's not gonna happen. So finding a good matchup, getting that speed isolated. Now I'm gonna go attack and make some plays.
Scanning the field, it's Jenkins. Going to try to pop one on the screen. It's a running room. He's got enough to move the chains, and they'll spot it at the 47.
And a nice job slipping in the screen. Like, you got to know the situation when those pass rushers, Palmer, are going to come upfield and those situations where you can take advantage of the defense.
Yeah, I would love a David Pollack just running at me free and then finding a way to negotiate the throw around a guy that just knew he was going to be getting a sack. That feels so good. Complete the screen and keep the drive alive.
Using his legs, it's Atkins. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. They'll try to get the edge on the left. And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop.
And that's something this offense is going to try to do in this game, and they're doing it early. They want to establish the run game. They want to be more physical. They want to control the line of scrimmage. That's how they're going to attack this defense.
And the Owls come to the line on 3rd down, trying to keep this drive alive. To the ground to try to move the chains. Now they're really starting to threaten as they pick up the first down at the 34-yard line.
Nice job by this offense converting the 3rd down. Listen, 3rd and short, they know you're going to run the football, and they still did a great job being physical. 3rd downs has been such a struggle for this offense. Bottom 50, one of the worst in college football. Nice job on that play.
He's in open space downfield. Squeezes out a couple of yards down to the 32.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Trying play action. He's going to take off. Finds a crease at the 20. Ripping off the huge gain down to the 17-yard line.
These guys aren't human anymore. I mean, they got to survey the field, throw the football, make deep passes, and then guess what else? They pull the ball down, take off, and make big chunks of plays on the ground. It's just impossible to be on defense nowadays.
Give to the running back. Got enough space, and he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Owls.
How about the start from this offense? What a drive. Just when they needed a 3rd down conversion, they got it. They put a bunch of plays together, kind of wore the defense out, and in the end, punched it in for 6.
And the PAT makes it 7-0. They put together a 74-yard touchdown drive, and they finished it off with a 17-yard touchdown run. Here he comes from midway in the end zone. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. Davis looking to pass. Got it in the middle. It's Thomas. Really needed a play like that to get out of their own end. They move the chains. They mark it at the 29.
Not wasting any time. You just watch the opponent go down on their first drive and score a touchdown. So right away, you're aggressive. You're throwing the football on your first play of the game, and you're getting a nice completion. Really nice job.
And he's able to bounce off one tackle for a solid pickup.
You know, it's funny. I know running backs oftentimes are afterthoughts when it comes to the passing game, but when you think about it, this guy's been making people miss his entire life taking handoffs. So why wouldn't you try to get him involved in the passing game as well? You just saw in that last play how dangerous he is after the catch.
And the Roadrunners can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Looking to fire. Grab near the marker. It's McCoy. And he's brought down at the 40-yard line, and that'll be a 1st down.
I like the slot receiver because he gives his quarterback a good option working the middle of the field. He's a nice weapon in this offense.
The Roadrunners with the 1st and 10. This defense will try to keep everything in front. Looking to throw on 1st down. Makes the grab. It's Allen. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Finds a little space. He's loose. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a 1st down.
And that's why, if you're the offensive coordinator, you've got to find as many ways as possible to get this guy going. Just get him the ball close to the line of scrimmage. Doesn't need to be a throw deep down the field. He's so dynamic when he has the ball in his hands. You saw it right there.
Now from the 40, it's 1st and 10. Davis will throw. Quarterback floating away from pressure. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Couldn't find a ton of room on that return, but that small change, they take over at the 43.
Then he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his second of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
Good field position here as they start this drive from their 43. Running back searching for a hole. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. First play of the period will be a second down. The give to the tailback. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
That's a great job by the defense, but I don't think the quarterback made the right decision on that RPO. It looked as if the defense was expecting run. They had the box crowded. That's when the quarterback, I think, needs to hold on to and then throw downfield.
Might be calling a hot route. On third down, going up top. A beautifully placed ball to the outside and the toe drag for the big pickup.
It's hard for an offense to win when you get in predictable situations. What a great job understanding where the first down marker is. Got to get a big gain, got to get that first down. Nice job, great nose for the first down.
They'll go to the ground. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, 2nd and 7.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Now the play fake. Quarterback strolling away from Heat. And the Heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45.
This defense will bring pressure from the linebacker level, from the cornerback level, free safety level, and the strong safety level. They're bringing it from all over the field.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. They'll send the back in motion. Back to throw, it's Jenkins. Fires to the wideout. Can't make the grab in this offense, which has been brilliant this season on third down. Doesn't convert this time.
I like the execution by this defense. Nice job, situational football, right? Like understanding where the sticks are. You probably know they're going to pass the football on this down. Great job breaking on the football when the quarterback throws it and forcing the incompletion.
Boy, if they don't convert this 4th down, there will be questions to be answered. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Makes the catch. It's Turner. And he just couldn't get started. Goes down behind the line of scrimmage, and they'll lose yardage on the completion.
And they decide to go for it. They decide to be aggressive, try to throw the football down the field. Receiver, quarterback not on the same page. No dice. Turnover on downs.
Opening snap of this drive comes from the 38-yard line. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Stopping the run is about physicality. It's about I'm bigger than you, I'm stronger than you up front. Really nice job by the defense, showing their strength, bowing up, stuffing the run.
Pocket breaking down. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
Man, it's easy to play defense when you can do this. When you can get to the quarterback quick and make him make a decision quick, it makes it easier for the secondary, for the linebackers, for everybody on the field.
On third down, he drops the throw. Got it in the middle, it's McCoy. He's got first down yardage as they move it to the 44.
Zone coverage means everybody's looking at the quarterback. So now, when I'm a wide receiver, I got to make sure I know I fit in the hole between these zones. I know where they're dropping to, and I know where I need to get to. Great job by the wide receiver finding that hole, and the quarterback throwing a strike.
And the Roadrunners have it with a 1st and 10. He'll ride his man on the option. Now the pitch. Hard running there. And he slips the first defender and picks up a handful of yards.
Just really solid play by this offense. Nice job. Whatever the defense gives you the option, they're trying to make you wrong. The problem is, defensively, you got so much to cover. Nice chunk gain. Just remember, that quarterback can also stick his foot in the ground, get north-south, and make plays too.
The Roadrunners with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. On the option. He'll toss it. And they just didn't get anybody on that defense out of position, and they will lose yardage on that one.
Really good job by this defense, understanding responsibility football, playing the first option, playing the second option. There was absolutely nowhere to go. Nice job being dialed in exactly where the ball was going and how to get him to the ground.
Looking downfield, it's McCown. Bringing the heat. And the pass is incomplete here on third down, but there is a flag. Let's check it out. And the Roadrunners will call on their punt team. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. Gets his first one of the day away, and that matches his total from that victory last week. Cover guys do their job, and they get him stopped at the 22-yard line. They'll leave it with him. Getting that push, a pickup of 4 out to the 26.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
It's picked off, and that's number 10. Didn't really get a chance to get started on that return, but he has set him up at the 41-yard line.
Well, he was rolling to his right, and because of that, I don't know if it affected the timing between him and his wide receiver. They just weren't on the same page on that one as the defense comes away with the INT.
No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Quarterback running on the draw. Jukes his way for more. He'll pick up a few before being knocked out of bounds at the 31.
Really good surge that time by the offensive line. You saw all those bodies by the defense being pushed backwards. That opened up the crease for the ball carrier. He's able to get a really nice gain there, setting up 2nd and inches.
The Roadrunners come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. Looking to throw, it's McCown. He's moving out of the pocket. He'll pull it down and run.
It's just so nice as a coaching staff when you've got quarterbacks who make good decisions. And on a 2nd and short play, you're throwing it, you're trying to catch the defense napping, you might take a shot, nothing there. Go get it yourself. Make the right decision to keep it, not panic, and get you a fresh set of downs.
Now on 1st and 10 from the 26. Trying to beat him to the left. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming.
And a lot of times you want those big plays. You want those splash plays, but sometimes You're going to take some losses. You're not going to run the football overly well, but if you continue to run it, you can at least create some balance. You at least have the threat of it. Otherwise, you're just going to abandon it, and now it's just going to be a passing game.
Wants to fire on second down. And he had it for a second, but it just dribbled out of his hands.
Good, wide open, big play opportunity. Hits him right between the numbers. You got to make that play. Those are one of those where I tap my helmet like, dude, that was me. That was on me. My bad. Give me another opportunity later on.
On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. They're working that left side. He was working his way toward that goal line. They'll stop him at the 2 after the big play up top.
And that's a really good example of a quarterback and his intended target both being on the same page. The timing was almost perfect on that play. That's why they were able to convert the third down, now setting up first and goal.
Can the D deny them on second and goal? Quarterback duplicitous in his dealing. Some would even say sneaky. IndyCar tempo as they head to the line for this third down play. Clock running. Tries to slither forward on the sneak. Scores on the sneak.
Nice job putting a drive together. Nice job punctuating the end of the first half. There's still some time left, Palmer, but they can tie this thing up right now.
Yeah, and this is a staff that has so much confidence in their offense. I like staying aggressive right here, going for 2, taking the lead into halftime, and putting a ton of pressure on the opponent.
And the extra point was good. And that extra point was good, and we're all tied up here in the second. They got the late touchdown on the board, now about to kick it away and hoping the defense can keep them from answering. He'll bring it back from inside his spot. And the returner could find no daylight. He goes down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Opening play of this drive comes from the 12-yard line. Wants to adjust the pattern. Back to pass, it's Jenkins. Throws to the wideout. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
Well, on defense, they know that this offense is going to try and take shots. They're going to try and keep their secondary players in a position to make these types of plays. Good job on the back end forcing that incompletion.
On 2nd and 10, a 4 wideout set, trips right. Back to throw, time running short in the half. Unloads to the wideout. Excellent coverage and good use of the hands to knock it away.
As a quarterback, this is going to be a very tough game. You're going up against one of the top 20 units in the entire country. They know who your primary target is. They're going to be keying on him just like they did that last time, forcing the incompletion.
Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, back up inside their 20. From the gun, wants to pass. Looking deep. Got his man. He gets it down to the 30-yard line, and time is running short here in the first half. They'll immediately call timeout.
Well, it's a nice play design there. You're getting the running back involved in the pass game. Quarterback gives it to him early so he can go to work upfield and get the first down.
Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Looking downfield on first down. He uncorks one deep. The pass falls incomplete, and there are 8 seconds left.
This is going to be a tough situation for the offense here. Late in the first half, they're trying to find a way to generate some points before going into the locker room, but the defense is ready for it. So the windows are not going to be very big, especially when you're trying to attack vertically like they did on that last one. Downfield completions are going to be tough to come by.
Oh, he loves to fire downfield. Intercepted. Bringing it back. And he can't hold on to the ball at the end of this big game. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. The Owls will line up to kick off and start the second half. Fielded in the end zone, it's Anderson. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. From the 15. The offense will have to use its first time out of the half. First play from scrimmage, and they'll keep it on the ground. Danced his way through traffic, pickup of 4 to the 19. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Trying to beat him to the corner on the right. Finding open areas. It's a seam wide open. There he goes. The 30. Running inside the 20. Touchdown, UTSA. And that one will give him the lead.
Man, this guy is such a weapon because he's so dangerous. If he gets into the second level, great vision, and then David shows you the speed.
Just straight wheels, erasing angles. A lot of times when you're chasing guys that are so fast like this, you're like, I got him, I got him. No, I do not. What a big, long touchdown run. Pad those stats, young fella.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Wake Forest is in front. They've controlled the line of scrimmage to this point, but look at that score. This is a close game.
This one in play, first snap of the drive from the 25. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Looking to the big tight end. He makes a catch. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with the first down.
How nice is it for the quarterback knowing he's got a tight end that can get down the field vertically on the corner route? You know, if you just put it anywhere near this guy with his long arms, he's going to pluck the football. He did it right there.
Hands it off on the counter. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Oh, they're trying to run the football there, just nowhere to go. They got dominated up front at the point of attack.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. He wants to change this route. Looking to throw, it's Jenkins. Fires it incomplete.
This is a top 25 defense, guys. One of the best units in the entire country. They're so good situationally, and they understand the importance of getting leads early, making the offense predictable, having to throw in these types of situations so they can adjust accordingly, and that's what they're doing right now. Their coverage is being dictated by the scoreboard. They're going to make it really, really hard on this quarterback here in the second half to throw any completions.
On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Zings it complete to the right. They've got it inside the 40 at the 39 as they pick up the first down.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on third down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
This Rice offense has a nice-looking drive going. To the ground with the back. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Another tough run for this offense, and I think a big reason why they're down on the scoreboard right now is they just haven't been able to get this guy going. They've tried to give him the ball a lot. It just hasn't paid off, but you get the feeling, too, if they are going to crawl back in this one, they need him to break one off, and it just takes one play for this guy. Don't be impatient. You got to keep giving him the football.
And it's pretty obvious there was a big hole in that screen, and the defense ran right through it. And the Owls are way behind the sticks on this third and forever. From the gun, wants to pass. Hauls it in. Oh, what a cut! They've got it just outside the red zone. They'll move the chains. It's at the 21. Rice going to work with another 1st and 10. They'll try the run. Really good running, gets it into the red zone, and they'll have it at the 16.
And it's really nice, whether it's RPO or not, is having a defensive line that stones the offensive line, takes away the gaps. It doesn't matter what your read is if you're winning up front on that defensive line.
Got it! He stopped at the 5, but the completion sets him up with a 1st and goal.
Quarterback and receiver on the same page there on the curl route. Nice job by the receiver finding the soft spot in zone and just settling down, making that throw.
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Owls!
And this running back is so dangerous down close to the end zone. He's got wiggle, he's got great vision and burst, and he showed all of those attributes right there.
Looking for the tie with the extra point. And the extra point was good. No incident there, and we are tied up in the 3rd. So that was a 10-play, 75-yard drive. And they punctuated it with a 5-yard touchdown run. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Starts from their own 25-yard line. Defense trying to keep this offense from getting a line on who to block. Using his legs, it's Henry. Out across the 30, mark down at the 35 after the 10-yard gain.
And that is just an attitude run, running it right up the middle, right into the teeth of that defense.
Ball is at the 35. It's 1st and 10. They'll ride the hot hand. And that defense pushing him out of bounds after a short gain.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. To the air, it's McCown. Might be looking to run. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
Nice job by the quarterback trying to buy time and scrambling to the right, but it was the hit that forced that incompletion.
They've got to come up with a big play on this third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Not in lockstep there with the receiver.
And we're not used to seeing this from this offense. This offense usually clips at a really high level on third down. They execute well. Tip your cap to the defense. They won that battle.
Kick is in the air. Here's the return. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. First snap of this drive will come from their own 32. Power football with the run. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Great job of contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. That's exactly what happened.
This has been a tight one, third quarter, all tied up. It's now 2nd and 10. Off play action. Forced out of the pocket. Got out of trouble and throws. Makes the grab. Knocked down for the tackle.
Plays are going to break down, but that never seems to affect this quarterback. He's so athletic and so fast. He's able to avoid the pass rush, get himself on the perimeter, and now he's just using his God-given ability and his arm talent to make big-time throws.
The Owls are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Quarterback making adjustments. Dropping back, it's Jenkins. Fires to the wideout. On target to the left. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down. They'll have to hustle if they want to get off another snap before the end of the period. Here's the handoff. They knock him down behind the line, and the defense finishing this third quarter in style. Second down as we open the final stanza. They'll move the tight end. Touch pass on the jet sweep. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line? They need to get a little closer for a field goal try, and they've got to do it in a hurry. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Just can't pull the trigger, and the quarterback is sacked at the 41. Rice will be forced to send out the punt unit. He'll try to really get into this one. Gets his first one of the day away. Might be a little stiff. They only used him twice in that loss a week ago. Special teams coming through as they pin him back. They'll mark it dead at the 10. From the 10 for the first play of this drive. Toss to the outside. Oh, it gives him the tough stiff arm. He'll be forced out of bounds at the 15, and that gives him some more room to work.
And nice job being gap sound by this defense. And here you go. Watch what this offense does. They'll get right back on the ball, and they'll go really quick, so you got to be prepared.
Just too much juice on that one as he airmails his receiver out of bounds.
Bad news on that play, it's an incompletion. The good news is the quarterback knew if his guy wasn't going to catch it, nobody was with that ball landing out of bounds.
Couldn't find his man last time, and that leaves them with a 3rd and 6. They'll go to the toss. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short.
Yeah, this offense is going to try to run the ball and do it in a variety of ways. You'll see zone reads. You'll just see straight downhill running. We'll get the toss play going as well to try to keep this defense on their heels.
Tie game here late in the 4th. They want to control the ball, and they're not going to punt it away. They'll go for it on 4th down. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on down.
Man, as a defense, you're like, oh, they're going to draw us offside. They're going to draw us offside. They're not going to go for it. They go for it, and you get the big stop. You've set your offense up. You've turned the momentum. This defense should be feeling really good about themselves.
He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, you got to give the defense credit. They knew a big key in this one was slowing this dude down, especially after how well he played the last time out. They have been swarming him. They have been gang tackling him and getting a lot of penetration up front.
And the Owls trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. They'll try to get outside. What a tackle in the backfield. He'll lose 6 on the play.
Listen, the offensive coordinator's best friend in the red zone is the running game. Make guys commit near the line of scrimmage so I can throw behind. This defense is good, but I'm going to challenge them. I'm going to try to be the more physical team. I love the play call. I think you keep running the football and stay physical.
And the running game has gone in the wrong direction. The offense tries to turn it around and go forward on 3rd down. To the air, it's Jenkins. Moving away from pressure. Finding an escape route. Oh, he's got some space. And he's forced out of bounds close to the goal line, and that shove saved a touchdown.
Well, I think you're starting to see some examples of why this guy is inexperienced in a freshman quarterback, right? Obviously, he's thrown a couple picks earlier in the game. That scramble right there, he's got to get down. He's got to take care of himself and slide. Great job, nice athleticism, good decision to take off scrambling and help his offense, but you really are seeing his inexperience shine through here in this game.
That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. This offense has gone haywire on these last 2 plays in the red zone. Can they set things right on 3rd and goal? He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks.
All right, 4th and short. You need a field goal to take the lead. There's less than a minute left right now. I don't think you get aggressive here on 4th down. Just kick the field goal to give yourself a chance to win this game.
They'll keep the kicker on the sideline, and the offense will try to break the tie with a 4th quarter touchdown on 4th down. He's looking to pass. Touchdown, Rice! They move on top here in the 4th. When you're handed a break with unbelievable field position like that, you better finish the deal, and they did.
You saw the quarterback jog on the field. I think he gave a high five to every one of those players coming off that just put them in position to go score that touchdown. That QB knew this was a golden opportunity, and boy, he took advantage of it.
And he's going to bring this one out. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Opening play of this drive comes from the 13-yard line. The toss to the outside. Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run.
Well, this guy guy's been an animal all game long. He's had tons of success running the football. The defense had to do something to stop him. Give the D-line and that front seven tons of credit for being really physical there, getting the TFL.
He's going to lose a yard on that one.
That's how you come up and make plays as a defense, man. Playing physical, playing downhill. They've given up some plays today, man. He's got over 100 yards on the day. He's really had some success. But on that play, really downhill, really physical, and a nice job getting him to the ground.
On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Looking to the big tight end. It's caught downfield. He gets it oh so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. On 4th down, they're taking to the air. He's got it, 1st down and more. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there.
And that was a play they absolutely had to have. 4th down, down by 1 possession. You've got to find a way. Someone's got to step up and make a play, and they did it right there. That is going to be huge for their confidence.
Here he goes breaking the pocket. Makes the grab. And the defense drags him down.
That's impressive. I'll tell you, the quarterback, of course, he's left-handed, but that time he's rolling to his right. So it's not easy to be accurate throwing when you're running that way, but nice throw to get that completion.
And the Roadrunners with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and the offense is looking for a play to close this deal out. The Roadrunners in a good spot here with 2nd and short. DBs will try to keep everything in front. Back to throw, it's McCown. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down.
And you just got to know the situation of the game, obviously. After that incompletion, now setting up 3rd down. You've still got timeouts. You can attack the middle of the field. It's all out there for you. There's no need to panic. Because of those timeouts, you still have an eternity to get back in this game.
And they get the 3rd down stop. What a play by this defense.
And the offense on that option play, they're just thinking, we're going to use our speed to our advantage, and we're just going to outflank you easily and pick up this 1st down on 3rd and short. But how about the defense? Everybody's staying home. You saw the speed and their ability to get outside and get a stop, now setting up 4th down.
He'll go up top, maybe a deciding play here. Throws to the wideout. It's incomplete, and they desperately needed to keep that drive going, and they couldn't make the connection.
And that's a play the quarterback would love to have back. Late in the game, trailing by only 1 possession on 4th down, it looked like there was a window to put that football in, to get the catch, keep the drive going. The quarterback has an inaccurate pass. It falls incomplete, and that is probably going to do it.
Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. They'll keep it on the ground to keep this clock moving. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Third play of the drive, and they need to make something happen here on 3rd and long. They'll run it out of the shotgun. He's not going to get there, and this defense really needed a stop like that.
Yeah, and really good 3rd down situational defense. You know it's 3rd and long. You know the pass play's coming. Defense was ready. Nice job forcing the 4th down.
So how good you feeling right now if you're on offense in this situation? You want to just play conservative? You want to punt it over and let your defense finish out the game?
Nope.
Or do you trust your quarterback to go make a play and win the game right now?
4th down, gotta have it here. It's complete. He's not going to get there. Stopped short on 4th down.
Love the coverage on defense there. 4th down. They were ready for the pass. And you saw in the back end, great job being in position to make that play. And now their offense is coming on the field.
They'll get things started on this drive from the 24. To the air, it's McCown. Unloads to the wideout. Oh, it's picked off. Oh, at the worst possible time. Couldn't find a ton of room on that return, but that small change, they take over at the 43. Running out the clock seems to be a mere formality here as they are ready to snap it in victory formation. It's one thing to execute early in the game. Tight ball game, right at the end, you need the clutch plays. These guys deliver.
And you can't teach that gene. You have people that can focus in the moment or they can't. Great job by the team, staying focused.